Hello and welcome to the countdown you never knew you needed but definitely deserve. The top 5 dumbest leaders in history. Look, I know what you're thinking. Jeff, isn't ranking world leaders by intelligence a bit much? And to that I say, firstly, it's my channel. And secondly, yes, it absolutely is, but that's never stopped us before. We're about to take a deep dive into the swamp of political incompetence, a veritable cesspool of poor judgment and baffling decisions. We're talking about leaders who make you wonder if they got lost on their way to a cabinet meeting and accidentally wandered into a Mensa convention only to be immediately and aggressively escorted out. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey into the minds of those who frankly should have known better. From disastrous wars based on dubious intelligence, and I'm using the term intelligence very loosely here, to economic policies that make you question if they understand how money works, these leaders have truly earned their spot on our wall of shame. Let's get started, shall we? Kicking off our list at number 5, we have the man who brought us the post-9/11 world as we know it, George W. Bush. Now, some might argue that Dubia was simply a victim of circumstance, a well-meaning but ultimately out-of-his-depth leader thrust into an impossible situation. And to those people, I say, have you heard this man speak? Because I have, and let me tell you, the man struggled to pronounce nuclear. But let's not get bogged down in semantics. We're here to talk about bad decisions, and boy, did W make a doozy with the invasion of Iraq. Remember those weapons of mass destruction that were definitely, absolutely in Iraq? Turns out, not so much. It was like that time I looked for my keys for an hour, only to realize I was holding them the whole time, except in this case the keys were to a pointless war that cost trillions of dollars and thousands of lives. Coming in at number 4, it's Italy's Teflon Don, Silvio Berlusconi. This is a man who seemingly confused being Prime Minister with starring in a Fellini film, complete with a revolving door of scandals and gaffes that would make even the most seasoned politician blush. We're talking about a level of impropriety that would make Caligula say, "Okay, Silvio, maybe tone it down a bit. Remember that time he compared himself to Jesus? Or when he made a joke about Hitler at a Holocaust memorial? Or you know what, let's just skip ahead, because honestly, listing all of Berlusconi's scandals is like trying to count the grains of sand on a beach. Time-consuming, pointless, and likely to give you a headache. Point is, Berlusconi was a walking, talking PR disaster who somehow managed to stay in power for 9 years. It's enough to make you believe in miracles, or at least the power of blackmail. And at number 3, we have the man who single-handedly turned a country with the world's largest oil reserves into an economic wasteland, Venezuela's Nicolás Maduro. Now, I'm no economist, but even I know that when you print more money to solve your financial problems, you're essentially just playing economic whack-a-mole. You might temporarily fix one problem, but you're just creating a whole host of new ones in the process. Under Maduro, Venezuela's inflation rate skyrocketed to over 1,000,000%. That's not a typo, 1,000,000%. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck, except instead of a train, it's an entire country, and instead of a wreck, it's a descent into economic oblivion. Bravo, Maduro, bravo. Gracing us with his presence at number 2, it's the man who always looks like he just woke up from a 3-day bender in a haystack, Boris Johnson. Now, I'll give Boris this. The man knows how to work a crowd. He's got that whole bumbling, eccentric, "I'm just a regular guy who happens to be Prime Minister" thing down pat. But beneath that carefully cultivated persona lies a cunning politician with a truly impressive talent for self-promotion. Unfortunately, that's about where his talents end. Boris championed Brexit with the zeal of a convert, promising the British people a brighter future outside the European Union. The reality, however, has been about as enjoyable as a root canal without anesthesia. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the grand prize winner of the most likely to start a nuclear war, because someone made fun of his tiny hands award, Donald J. Trump. Where do I even begin with this guy? The man is a walking, talking Twitter feed, a bottomless pit of ego and insecurity who seems to operate under the assumption that the world is just a reality show he's starring in. From his disastrous handling of the COVID-19 pandemic, to his constant attacks on the free press, to his blatant attempts to undermine democracy itself, Trump's presidency was like watching a car crash into a dumpster fire that then exploded into a mushroom cloud of incompetence. It was a 4-year exercise in collective national trauma, and honestly, I'm still not sure we've fully recovered. So there you have it, folks, the top 5 dumbest leaders in history. It's a veritable rogues gallery of incompetence, a testament to the fact that sometimes the people in charge really have no idea what they're doing, but hey, at least it makes for some entertaining history lessons, right? If you enjoyed this descent into the depths of political ineptitude, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. And be sure to let me know in the comments below who you think I missed. Because let's be honest, this list could have been a lot longer. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and for the love of all that is holy, please, please, please vote. Thanks for watching our countdown of the top 5 dumbest presidents and prime ministers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. See you next time.